Good evening, everyone. I'm here with my wife, my fireworks starter. How you doing, honey?
I'm doing good, fireworks partner. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing excellent.
Excellent.
Guys, tonight we're going to be discussing some great stuff. Tonight is the third.
No, tonight is the fifth and last segment.
Fifth and last segment of
October Cancer Prevention Awareness.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Tonight we're going to be discussing cleansing the body and how we can do that for our whole entire body. So please, Naomi, take it away.
All right. So like Tim said, tonight we're going to be talking about detoxing the body. That is a very important segment in cancer prevention. How many of you take your car into the shop on a regular basis for an oil change and an oil filter change? Did you know that the liver and the colon inside your body are comparable to the oil filter in the car?
That's very true.
Very true. And they get clogged up with all the garbage that we eat, and most people are clueless that they need to do any kind of detoxing. Now, there are several ways of detoxing. Tonight, I'm just going to talk about two of those. One is emotions. And we've talked about the emotional health in some of our previous videos. But emotions can trap feelings and toxins inside of our gut, inside of our liver, inside of our colon. So it's very important to detox the emotions.
Yes, it is very hard, especially if you don't deal with our emotions correctly. It is very hard. They get stuck. And what I've learned to understand is emotional constipation.
Emotional constipation, and that can really cause a blockage on healing and on keeping ourselves clean and disease-free. The other detox that we're going to talk about is the liver and the colon, and like I said, they are equivalent to the oil filters in our car. There's several different books out about liver and colon detoxing and cleansing. Tim has done some that I have not done. There is one where you can drink Epsom salt water for like half a day. You have to really follow the guidelines on that in order to do that, and then like the next morning you eliminate.
Yeah, there's a good path that anybody can go ahead and start on. It comes from out of the book, Your Perfect Diet. There's a chapter in there telling how to do a liver detox.
And we have mentioned Your Perfect Diet quite a bit in previous videos, so we're not going to do that tonight. But what those of us diagnosed with cancer get put on, the liver and colon detox that we get put on by natural healing organizations like the Gerson Institute, is called a coffee enema. Now, before I get to there, I want to say that intermittent fasting is one way of detoxing, and it is recommended highly by natural healing organizations like the Gerson Institute. And that is where, you maybe say, well, I'm just going to skip breakfast and lunch today and just have something for dinner. Water detox goes right along with that very well.
Yes, I've heard about that.
Yes, and juice detox can even be a part of the intermittent fasting. Now, some people say, oh, but I get too hungry and I just can't do that.
That's part of the detox.
That's part of the detox, and it really helps with the emotional detox as well. And it is a vital part of keeping healthy and keeping cancer free. that you can Google search intermittent fasting. I don't have any links here for that. But anyway, then the next thing that I want to talk about is part of the detoxing is getting rid of all processed foods and packaged foods. Tim and I do not shop the middle of the store. We shop the outskirts of the store. And I'm having a hard time doing it all together. But anyway, we shop the outskirts of the store, the produce mostly.
Sometimes known as the perimeter of the store.
The perimeter of the store, right. We don't do things in a can. Yes, we do have some frozen fruit and frozen vegetables, but we don't do anything out of a can.
We do occasionally, if we do buy something on the shelf, we make sure it's in glass, such as tomato sauce.
Right, right. Or sauerkraut in glass, you know. But anyway, the processed foods, and we've talked about the toxic ingredients in those multiple times, so we're not going to get into that tonight. But a lot of those foods can last forever. Hello. And what are they doing when we put them in our bodies? Our body goes, I don't know what to do with this. Then besides the packaged foods, we also want to get rid of all sodas. Yes, I said all sodas.
And in fact, if you want to go beyond your cleansing, sodas should be taken out of your diet completely.
That's what I mean when I say all sodas. Get rid of all sodas and all packaged drinks, even the packaged tea that comes in a can.
And even your plastic water.
And the plastic water. Plastic is so toxic that, you know, those things have a shelf life for a reason. And if you make it yourself, that is the best thing. And that's my next point on here. Make all your meals and all your beverages at home from scratch. Periodically we eat out, but we're extremely cautious about where and what it is that we eat, and we do ask questions from the server and from the chef. So that is something that really you need to get in the habit of. But for the most part, make your meals at home from scratch and from real ingredients. Remember, the closer to nature that it is, the better it is. Then the next topic is beets. Did you know that beets are extremely detoxing? They're extremely cleansing. They help to open up the capillaries in the blood system and get the oxygen flowing, which is very important for our bodies. Those can be, from our research, we've seen that raw is best. When you cook them, they can be toxic. So raw is best. And I know some people go, beets, no. Well, you know what? I could actually gag on beets. It used to be, but I have learned to like them, and I put them in a smoothie or a juice that has other ingredients, lemon, apple, sometimes strawberry. Ginger, definitely ginger. Turmeric is a good thing. And if you go to rebootwithjoe.com, you can get some awesome juice recipes for doing that with all kinds of juices, not just the beets. Then watermelon. Watermelon is such a purifying juice as well. Now, watermelon is especially good for, and I'm trying to work with my notes here, watermelon is especially good for the kidneys, but it is detoxing for the whole body anyway, and it is so full of water that the water is flushing out a lot of the toxins as well. Okay, so our favorite topic that so many people go, do we really have to talk about this? And this is, like I say, something that whenever those of us, and my screen is acting up on me, whenever those of us diagnosed with cancer decide to go natural and to go to a natural healing organization like the Gerson Institute, they put you on up to 5 coffee enemas per day.
That's definitely a need when you're going there for cancer or other issues.
Right. And, that is because a person's body is in such a toxic state. It is not a recommendation for those of you who are healthy and just want to do a periodic cleanse once or twice a month.
Actually, I would suggest once a week.
Well, with the toxic environment that we're in today, once a week would not be a bad thing. And I have put a link for the Gerson Institute's scientific evidence. They do have information on scientific evidence. There's also a place called purelifeenema.com, and I've put that there in the description area. And I wanted to show you, when you do these, well, the Pure Life Enema, let me finish there. Pure Life Enema has videos, the how-to videos. It's also got some more information on scientific research that shows the benefits of it. It also gives recipes. And when Tim and I started this, started the coffee enemas 15 years ago, we initially used this bottle from Walmart, and it's in the pharmacy area. It doubles as a hot water bottle, and it is rubber. It's red. My printer is not printing colors right now, but the water bottle is red, and it does come in a box. It sells for about $6.
Cheap.
Yeah, extremely cheap in the pharmacy area at Walmart. You do that, and then you get organic coffee. Yeah, because you don't want all the toxins that are in the other coffee, and you want regular coffee. Now, some of you go, but I'm sensitive to the caffeine. Well, the way this works, and if you will go to the Gerson Institute's link that I put on here, and the Pure Life Enema link that I put on, they will show you how that excites the gut and excites the liver and helps to get the bile going, and it also helps to get the whole body cleansed. And their videos will show you some of that.
And those concerns you have, Naomi, are real and important, but when you go to those sites, they explain it in such a way that it puts everything at ease.
Right. And, this is something that you can do in the privacy of your own home. And to us, it's extremely relaxing. If we've had a stressful day, that's one of the ways that we relax. We are not drinkers. We don't do wine or anything like that. We do the coffee.
Yes, we take our coffee lying down.
We do our coffee laying down in the bathroom. Now, something extremely important when you go to do the coffee enemas are these puppy training pads. Yes, because you're gonna put those on the floor underneath you in case you do have leakage, which can be a possibility. And like I say, Tim and I've been at this for about 15 years, and periodically we get cramping.
And things do occur.
So you, especially if you have a carpet in your bathroom.
Another thing, are you going to discuss about a pad of some sort?
We have an exercise pad that we put on the floor, and we don't have carpet in our bathroom, so we have put a couple of blankets underneath, a couple of old blankets underneath, and then we put the exercise pad on top, and then we put the puppy training pads on top, and we have a pillow for our head. heads, and we'll play music. We've got essential oils diffusing in there. To us, like I say, it's just a really relaxing time. Now,
our time is almost up, Naomi.
it is almost up, and I have just a little bit more to discuss. Another thing that's extremely important for detoxing is if you have any dental work, especially the amalgam.
Yes,
the amalgam fillings. Did you know that those contain mercury? And when you chew, that mercury is going throughout your body and poisoning you like crazy. And it is one of the precursors to cancer. Another thing too is all of the toxic chemicals that you have in your home for personal care products, skincare, shampoos, suntan lotions, and the cleaning materials as well. Yeah. I told a testimonial of a lady not too long ago on one of our previous videos, and this will be my last thing because we do need to stop. She had followed she was doing everything just right. She was eating right. She was not overweight. She was exercising, and yet she ended up with a double mastectomy. And she got to thinking about it. It was because of the chemicals that she was using for personal care and for cleaning her home and stuff like that. So anyway, I hope that this has been helpful to you, and we would love to hear from you. Until next time, though, have a good week, and we will see you next Tuesday with new topics.
Thank you so much for watching this video this evening. We'll see you next week.
All right. Bye.